So the important thing as a drama teacher, if you like, is the idea of the arts being central. And I know people like Ken Robinson talk about creativity being central. And I've got a lot of time for Ken in lots of ways, but also I disagree fundamentally with his vision of what creativity is like in education. And I think it's the liberal arts that point us in this way. They are arts, number one. That means that you start off with what my other mentor, Ken Campbell, would call constraints. And you start off with the idea of constraints. You start off with rules and precepts. That's how art starts. Art starts with constraints. But, and this is the crucial thing, it then takes you through a journey where at the end of it you come up as a free artist, a free person. These are the liberal arts are like that. You actually go through a process. You start with ways of thinking, ways of being, what I would call the great tradition, if you like, or anything like that, the stuff that you are educated with, but you end up with the ability to use it and bring to it yourself and become an artist. That's why they're liberal arts. The opposite would be liberal disciplines, and that is like training, where you say you start off with the idea we want you to be a plumber, and you end up with the idea as a plumber, and that's not how the arts should be. So schools are not like this at all. What schools are like at the moment, I think, is that they teach you a course, an exam course. At the beginning of the course you get the objectives, at the end of the course you're meant to write down the objectives. This is training, this is liberal disciplines, if you like. This is not liberal arts. So the arts, the message in the arts is you express yourself by the end. You're not told what to express. And if you look at a GCSE exam or an A-level exam, basically what you're doing is doing what you're told. This is more of a grammarian approach to education, perhaps, or the very beginning of the grammarian approach. Because even a true grammarian, of course, will use language or their rules and precepts to create their own art. So a book writer, for instance, would write their own book.